Go and action.
And go, Grant.
We need like a Wayne's World type intro.
What?
You don't remember? You remember when they went to Noah's Arcade? Like it was the Wayne's World?
Yeah.
Party time. Excellent. They had like the special theme.
Swing.
The swing, not swing.
All right. Let's see.
God, you don't even know the names of things.
What's that? What, Grant?
Hey, why don't you tell me where you are on Dragon Quest? That's what I want to know.
Well, I've got the ship, and I did all the exploration with the ship all over the damn continents.
Do you pick up all those sparkly things?
Yeah. I could sell it for gold and get some good items later, buddy.
Man, I got 70,000 gold. I ain't worried about all that.
But let's see. I've gotten my second orb in Dragon Quest. That's where I'm at.
God, you're slow.
You started the game like 4 days ahead of me. What are you talking about? I'm already almost caught up with you.
I'm almost about to beat the game. The game's almost beaten.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see. YouTube. Let me go to YouTube, Grant. Let me check that old YouTube.
You still got to get the bird, man.
Yeah, I still got to get the bird. It's not going to take that damn long.
What's funny, I hate the bird, actually, because the bird in every Final Fantasy, like the airship's like really fast, the bird is slow as shit. It's very slow. It's probably slower than the ship.
You think so?
Yes. No, I know so. Like, I hate being on the bird.
Well, I'm just saying, like, of course it's going to be, like...
It's slow. I hate it, but...
You sure it's slower than the ship, though?
It's slower than the ship. Or it could be the same speed. And it probably just looks like that because you're in the air. But it's... The only good thing about it is you don't fight anybody in the air. So you don't have to waste your time.
Live shows. No.
It's a good game, though, dude. I love it. I love the game.
Yeah, it's great. Dungeons and Dragons. Let me put that in the...
What do you give it? Give it the review.
I haven't finished it yet. Oh. Why would I review something I haven't finished, Grant?
You reviewed Dustborn and you didn't finish it?
That's because Dustborn is a pile of fucking garbage.
You said UO was the greatest game ever.
Never said that.
You did.
Never said that.
You were texting me like, I want to play this. I'm going to inject this game.
Well,
into
you
my
have
veins.
because you won't shut up about it.
Hey, I'm trying to get a sponsorship by them. Trying to get us a sponsorship, Ed.
Oh, yeah?
If we get a sponsorship, would you play it? Would you wear it loud and proud? I bet you would.
Probably, yeah.
You'd be the greatest advocate of it.
No, I don't want that one. Okay. Save that.
Is it cold in Florida? It's probably not.
Yeah,
cold
it's getting chilly. It's getting chilly.
It's cold here.
Getting chilly, Grant.
Y'all in there when it's warm. Y'all don't get that. You don't get that snow weather.
No, we don't get that here.
Remember that time it started? Well, it iced over really bad.
Yeah.
And then like everybody lost power for Christmas. Like nobody had power for Christmas.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. Let me tweet the links out.
Hey, do you remember when they try to make Christian games for the Nintendo?
Yeah, I remember that.
Like Bible Adventures.
Yeah. And let's see.
Bible Buffet.
I remember Bible Adventures.
Dude, Bible Adventures was like 3 games in one.
Yeah.
One of them was like Noah's Ark, where you have to run around and grab like sheep and stuff and like put them on the ark.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them it was Mary and baby Moses. And you had to basically hold on to baby Moses, and it looked like Mario 2. And you had to like go through the stage, and you couldn't. They would try to like take baby, like they would take baby. It's so funny because it's in the Nintendo game. They would take baby Moses out of your hand and throw him in the water. They would kill baby Moses, man. That was terrible.
Yeah. Okay, Grant. We live on anything. I tweeted out everything, Grant.
Oh, good.
Yeah, man.
Maybe we'll get a retweet from Rumble. Hey, Rumble.
I didn't tag him. You want me to tag him?
You should. Let's see if we let's see.
But I mean, we're not gaming. We're doing a podcast.
Who cares?
That's probably why they haven't done anything with it.
Well, then stop saying, "Oh, we're about to grow the platform." That's you, them. That's how they say. Oh, big news.
All right. Let me close these. All right, dude. You ready to go in? We're ready to get into it, Grant?
Let's go.
You sure?
I am.
Okay. I say we do it.
Let's go.
Launching now. 3, 2,
God.
1.
God, just shut up and do it. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Grant Rowland here with the DMG Gaming Podcast, and as always, I am joined by the man who's going to be the best dungeon master with the newest rules ever, my boy Ed Phillips. What up, my boy?
Yeah, man. We have to make sure that we identify everything up front.
That's right, and you got
all
to get
the trigger warnings.
You have to
for
make
the
sure
campaign.
All the hand signals are known, so people don't get hurt.
Yep.
and
If you're
upset.
triggered or something is bothering you and you feel triggered, yeah, just throw up the little X and we'll know.
You know, we're going to talk about it. But what happened to our game, man? What happened to the game?
What happened to D&D?
What happened to the game that we all love?
Wokeified. All these fucking tourists took it over. It's pretty much what happened. Not only just tourists, but people that are in Wizards of the Coast and everything. They've infected it with a bunch of dumb shit.
So I have around here, and this might be some good journalism. I would like to go, and I might do this. Have to see how well I'd be received, because I'd probably get yelled at and stuff. But
yeah,
they got a lot of these places where people go and they play D&D and stuff like that, and like Pokemon,
a lot
and
of
stuff
online
like that.
stuff too.
Yeah. But they all gather at these places. I like to go up there and like interview, like ask these people, like what they think of this. Like, do they agree with all these? They like it? They not like it? All this other stuff.
I'm going to tell you right now, they probably don't. A lot of people, they probably kind of dislike it, but they can set their own rules. Like when you get in a group, you can have your own rules. Like the dungeon master, maybe a buddy of yours or something like that. But I mean, they're probably all mostly like-minded. People that play together are mostly like-minded, unless you join those like random groups. But people that play together for a long time, they're going to make it how they want it to be.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's get into it.
They can take the new dungeon guide and change it to how they want it to be.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it so people know what we're talking about. He's about to power up. See, like Mario hits mushrooms, to get big. Ed pops in Zen, so now he's ready.
Zones.
I'm sorry.
Zens. I don't do Zens.
I'm sorry. Does Zone have like better? Do they have like better
flavors, dude?
Do they really?
Yeah, they taste a lot better.
I got you. Okay.
But Grant, you ready
Let's
to get
started.
Gaming news?
Let's do it, dude.
All right. So let's first do this. Let's talk about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Or
Clareth.
God. These people have made me hate Final Fantasy. I'm starting to hate it, man.
So let's talk about Final Fantasy VII, Grant. So it was announced today that it's not, during an interview with one of the creators, it was announced today that it's not getting a DLC. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Why the fuck would it need a DLC?
Because they want something like Integrate.
Why would this need? Why would you make up another story for this? Like, what could you do? What would you try to do?
They're doing the right thing and just skipping the DLC and finish the damn third game.
Well, there's no point in the DLC.
Get this version of FF7 over with.
Let me tell you something. These people have made this game weird. These weird people have made this game like they've made it to where you want to hate the game. You know, like here they are, they making all these pictures of Cloud and dresses and making up love stories and romances with the people. You know what I mean? Like they just made it.
But it's in the game, Grant, in the first
But I mean,
one.
they've made it just weird. Like, how come you just can't play the game and enjoy it without being like a fan? Like, you know what I mean?
They turned Cloud into a fucking femboy.
Well, I'm just saying,
man.
like they've turned this game, and you know how people like. You ever seen the people who like have like the Megan Thee Stallion accounts and the Cardi B accounts and the Ariana Grande accounts and the Taylor Swift accounts?
Mm.
Like their obsession. They do all this like. What if Cloud was gay with Sephiroth and they had a love story? Like stuff like that.
Oh, that fan fiction.
Yes,
crap.
it's so fucking stupid. Just play the goddamn game.
Yeah, and leave it alone.
Just not. And the thing about it, yeah. And like y'all, here's the thing: is they've got, and we're going to talk about it. They've gotten so obsessed with this that the meltdown was so glorious. I loved the absolute meltdown of when this game didn't win.
For the Golden Joystick Award.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is pretty much the discussion with
Why do they need to say this? How come they got in one word? This is what I would have said. Hello, everybody. This game doesn't need a DLC. You're an idiot for wanting it. Shut up and move on.
Yeah. So there's official no DLC. They are moving on to the third game to finish it and finalize the story. Finalize this version of the multiverse version of Final Fantasy VII, or the time version, if you want to say it like that. But anyway, okay.
They're milking the fuck out of this game. Like they're turning this into The Hobbit.
Yeah, all right. I mean, it's a fantastic game, but I still don't think it needed a remake. I think it just needed a HD 2D remaster.
Well, I'm saying like the obsession with this game. Like they're being so obsessed with this game that they're not moving on to other Square Enix games that deserve.
Yeah. That's what I hope they do with like for Final Fantasy VI and anything going forward. I think they need to kind of tone it down and just go into what they just did with Dragon Quest, which is do a simple HD 2D remake. And a game like, I mean, they pretty much took the HD 2D remake of Dragon Quest 3. It's pretty much the same damn game.
Yeah,
except they did the same thing with Star Ocean Second Story, but it's the same game, dude. It's the same game, except maybe a little, of course, the updated pixelated HD 2D and stuff like that.
That's it.
But it's the same game. They didn't touch the story. They didn't.
That's all they had to do.
So I hope that I heard word of like 6 and stuff like that. Xenogears, Chrono Trigger, all that. Well, they never want to touch Chrono Trigger. Let's be real.
Please just don't touch it.
But they're going to hopefully stick to the HD 2D remakes for all those.
Well, I hope so.
I don't want a full-blown 5-6 year fucking wait for
they're gonna try to do that
Fantasy 6.
They're going to try to do that with Final Fantasy 9, and it's going to be this. It's already longer than all the other ones, and they're going to turn this to like a 6-year game.
Yeah.
Nobody asks for this game. First of all,
they don't need to do shit like that, man. They don't have to do stuff like that. They don't have to do full-blown remakes. I need to open a jar for my wife real quick.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Do it on camera. See if he can do it.
What's that?
Look at him struggling. Look at him. He can't do it. He can't do it. He can't do it.
Popped.
That wasn't it. I think that was your hand that broke.
Look. It's open.
Sound like your knuckles cracked.
All right. You ever had purple cabbage before?
I'm sure my wife's had pickled
It's German.
cabbage.
Yeah, it's like pickled, basically.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I just said.
Yeah, it's like sauerkraut, similar to sauerkraut. Anyway, but yeah, man, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, no DLC. So what?
I don't even know why that was news.
Oh no, Clarith.
Oh god, she's still dead.
Clarith.
She's dead. She's not coming back.
No, it's Tifa and Cloud. Anyway,
well, I'm just saying she's dead.
You don't know she's not coming back. They might bring her back.
Nope.
It's a multiverse timeline spin of everything.
Nope, she's dead. Nope. Make her
she
dead.
Might reappear. Like
nope,
Zack
dead.
and Aerith, who are in a different timeline, might show up in other timeline.
God.
It's like fucking the Marvel multiverse.
God.
You don't know that.
They're going to bring her back and fall in love with Tifa.
You don't know the story, Grant. You don't know this story. Zack and Aerith are coming back. It's going to be Zareth.
They're dead.
Okay.
That's what I say.
All right. But anyway, so the Joysticks Awards, the Golden Joystick Awards happened, and they announced a lot of games. Rebirth racked up some awards, but then finally they got to the console game of the year, Grant. The console game of the year went to Helldivers 2.
Okay.
I will say this. Console game of the year, it makes sense, I
Here's
guess.
The thing.
You can say
I'll say this. Despite the lag or the drop off that they had mid-year or whatever, Helldivers 2 was very fucking strong when it came out.
The devs kind of lagged a little bit.
But I'm saying that's on them. But at the beginning, that game was very strong.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Yeah. And what else? Then another game won something else. I think Helldivers 2 also brought in
you probably should have wrote this down.
Best ongoing or something like that. I don't know, dude. It was just Golden Joysticks Awards. I wasn't paying attention, except I was waiting for the ultimate game of the year. The ultimate game of the year, Grant, they announced was Black Myth Wukong. And let me tell you, watching that chat live, I was watching the YouTube video live, and while I was talking shit, as soon as they announced, it was like the ultimate. It was like a nonstop. Oh shit! Rebirth didn't get it. Big W. I spammed the W's and stuff like that.
Man.
W. But yeah, Black Myth Wukong was selected, and you even heard the crowd and like the audience and they
all gasp
in the award. They were like, "Oh yeah," and they started to mumble. Blur. But anyway, so Wukong won it, and the chat live on YouTube just broke down, dude. Oh my god, not Clarif, no, like stupid stuff. But let's show a video.
Believe it or not, you have video of this chat. I'm glad.
I did.
I'm glad.
I missed some of it though, some of the good stuff, because I didn't think of doing it until you texted me. So a screen share. Let's go to window.
I didn't know what you were talking about. You said because I didn't know that they were announced today. I thought it was later in the day. And you said OMG, OMG. I said what?
All right, here we go. Share.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't think it was going to win.
I didn't think so either. All right. Yeah, that's good enough. All right, so let's play this. So, hold
on. There it goes.
Rigged. Rigged. Let's see. Gay Helldivers. That's funny. Soul Bros Illness. Nice. Great show. W. A lot of people actually did support Wukong, but some people were just done.
Somebody said, boo.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII deserved
rigged.
It. This is staged. Somebody said, this is staged.
Rigged.
Somebody's about to cry. Somebody said, somebody's about to cry.
But yeah, it's hilarious, dude.
The meltdown would have been even better if it was Elden Ring.
Yeah, they were mad. Oh, it's 82 on Metacritic. They won Game of the Year. That's stupid.
I know. That's all you see. That's all you see now. The lowest score on Metacritic ever.
Oh, and they'll be the same ones like, oh, you don't trust the critics.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't actually. You're actually you're actually right. I don't.
Yeah, you're exactly. Here, let's keep going. Let's see. Disgrace. Rigged.
Somebody said, did you say Chinese propaganda? Chinese propaganda.
Dude, I don't know if it's in here, but someone says the CCP. Hold on.
Somebody said Chinese bots are happy.
Yeah. No need to watch the Game Awards, Game of the Year. Gamers won Wukong, lit. Yep. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII, the best game of the year. Nope, sorry, wasn't there that time. Let's see.
Somebody said
I don't
Wukong.
know if the CCP one is in here. That shit was funny. And good job, there it is.
Good job, CCP. Oh, this is great.
All right. But yeah, that's pretty much.
Look at him, Black Myth Crap Kong. Like, look at the jokes. Like, come on. Like right. Black Myth Wudong would have been better. Like, come on, guys. Like, you gotta be better with you. If you're gonna make fun of a game, you gotta be better with the jokes.
Okay, so let's hide that. All right, Grant. But yeah, it was very entertaining to do it live throughout the time, because when I saw like Helldivers 2 one game console, boy, I was just typing away.
Man, I would like to have seen like people's reaction, like their face. You know, like Exactly. You know, like it's kind of like whenever a team, like it's kind of how it would have felt was like when your team's winning. You know, when your team's winning, and all of a sudden somebody hits a buzzer beater with like 2 seconds left. That's the kind of view I wanted to see.
But my femboy drawing on Twitter got 1 million views. Why didn't it win Game of the Year?
Because Cloud and Sephiroth are fucking.
God, dude.
That's why it didn't win.
All right, let's be clear, everyone. Final Fantasy Rebirth is a great game.
It is.
It is funny to make fun of.
It is because they've taken this, they've made it weird. I can't keep saying it. They've made it weird.
They have made it weird.
That's why I hate them. That's why I don't want Chrono Trigger to come out. I don't want that. I don't just leave it alone because they'll turn it so weird, man.
Yeah. All right, let's pull some screenshots. So Grant, Star Wars Outlaw released on Steam.
Oh, I
don't even think it broke the 700 mark.
I bet everybody was excited.
On Steam.
I bet. Hold on, let me call it. I bet everybody was excited. They sat down. They probably popped some champagne, saying, "God, we're about to have a successful game." Right?
Boy, they thought PC players would go all out on this game.
I bet, and I bet they did. Surely they did.
Yeah, I mean, you think that Star Wars Outlaws, a Star Wars game, sold well on Steam?
Surely everybody showed up.
Right?
Spoiler alert: they did not.
It did not. So let's go check out how Star Wars Outlaws is doing on Steam right now.
Oh.
Let's check it here. Let's see.
You gonna do a live? You gonna do live?
Oh, what is this? I really wanted this game so bad. I was on the fence at launch, and I've been waiting for the Steam release to try it. I mean, a lot of people probably felt like this. Mm-hmm. The environment and the feel of the game are top-notch as a Star Wars fan.
Okay.
But the writing, the combat, and overall gameplay was horrendous, and he was pretty forgiving towards this. But as a big Star Wars fan, this just made me sad.
Now, what they're going to say is, this guy is just trying to, what do they call it? Where you tank the listings or tank the rankings?
Listen, dude, we've said it so many times on our podcast. We have said it so many times. They got the expiration right, but everybody was saying the gameplay was abysmal.
Yep.
And even after they patched, you know what they didn't do? You know what they did in their patch? Instead of like working the stealth issues out and some of the missions, they just got rid of it. That was their solution to it.
And they made her uglier, by the way.
Yeah. But surely, Grant, there's got to be some positive coming from this game, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be some positive. You would think so, huh? Maybe? No?
Do we?
Let's see. Let's check it out, Grant. Let's check it out. Oh, note, I have played 35 hours at launch with the Ubisoft Plus subscription.
Okay.
I acknowledge that there are a number of updates coming that would address a lot of the major complaints about the gameplay.
Okay.
Sensible. Some of which appear to be in my review below. However, in my opinion, this game is fundamentally flawed and extremely disappointing.
Oh, boy.
And nothing would ever convince me to come back. Ubisoft should just move on.
Ooh.
Buddy. But that's the problem. When Ubisoft moves on, they just repeat their fucking same mistakes.
They make the same game, but worse.
So I understand you want Ubisoft to move on, but that's actually a major issue for them.
Well, here's the thing.
They just can repeat it. Here's
the thing that baffles my mind is like they're already making another Assassin's Creed when the other one hadn't come out yet.
Well, first, I mean, it got delayed. And now they got
delayed because of them.
They showed another gameplay footage of you jumping off the roofs and doing like a somersault, and then killing somebody. And somebody's like, man, this gameplay looks awesome. And I was like, I was like, that looks like the last Assassin's Creed. What are you fucking talking about? Are we really getting excited for that? The same shit? Oh, because she did a little flip after jumping off? But everything's the same. It's going to be the same as all the Assassin's Creed. What is going to set it apart from them? That's the big question. Which we'll find out in February, I guess now.
Or later.
Yeah. Or later than that.
To be determined.
But we don't know. We don't know anything about the game, but they keep showing me these gameplay, and you got some fucking dude just amping him up, and I'm looking at the gameplay footage, and it looks the same as the last Assassin's Creed. You're not getting me yet. All right. Let me get rid of that. All right, Grant. Let's see. What do we want to talk about now? Want to go to our Twitter or X?
What about we got to talk about D&D, don't we?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
All the D&D stuff is on our X.
Oh,
You paying attention?
hey, don't get smart with me.
All right.
Don't
Let's
hurt
go
my
to
feelings,
X.
man. I'm a fragile soy boy. Don't hurt my feelings.
You just admitted to be a soy boy.
I drink oat milk and soy milk.
All right. So actually, we're still going to talk about Star Wars here because we got an article here right here by That Park Place. So let me share my screen real quick, Grant. Let me share that screen. All right.
Make sure you hide the porn.
Yeah. Make sure I hide that. Okay. Star Wars by That Park Place. Star Wars Outlaws sees abysmal player count in the first 24 hours on Steam. We just talked about this with all the horrible reviews, and it's only, I don't think it hit over 700 yet on release.
How about we can do it?
Hopefully it gets better this weekend.
Hey,
for them.
Do a lot. Go check it right now. Let's get a live ticker of where we're at.
Live ticker?
Yep. Let's see where we're at.
Let me go.
All right, hold on before you guess. Before you pick it up, make a guess. I'm gonna say 650. 650. Give or take a couple. Whoever gets the closest.
It's Friday. I'm gonna go 750, Grant. I'm going big.
Okay.
I'm going big dog here.
All right.
All right. First, let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Steam charts. All right. Most played. If I do most played, it's going to be not even on there. So let's go to. Surely has to be top seller.
Now, like new.
Here we go. Let's see.
Everybody's waiting in suspense.
Yeah. Let's see. Star Wars Outlaws. Let me just pull it up online.
There you go.
Because it's not showing on the charts.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Okay. Steam and Steam DB. Here we go. Oh, look at that, Grant. Let me share this real quick.
Uh-oh.
It's the weekend. I told you. It's going to get some more.
They got a little spice.
Hundreds of thousands, Grant. It's going to be thousands. It's going to be thousands. Let me screen share that.
Okay. 1509.
1509, sitting in a 65.5% review score.
Yuck.
On Steam, that's pretty bad. All right. Yeah, so mostly positive review score. 1.5K on the weekend on a Friday. Maybe it'll climb. We don't know.
What do you think? What do you think is going to top out at?
Tomorrow, maybe I'd say. I think it might hit 2K, dude.
I think it'll go beyond that. I think it might can get to 3.
Because if it hit this already on Friday, it might be able to hit 2K.
I'm gonna say 3.
You gonna go with 3?
Okay. Go with 3.
All right, let me cut out this.
Anyway, we already know the game's a failure, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, anyway, not looking good. All right. Now, this is another one I want to talk about. So, let me screen share again. Let me know when you see that.
All right.
Let's see. Stop sharing. All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right, you see that?
Yep.
Okay, so there's a thing done by Fetch Your Life, talking about the performance issues, like running on a decent graphics card, and it's hitting at like 20 to 75 FPS. Like
boy.
It's not looking good. And this game comes out in February also, with AC Shadows or whatever. But this is an Xbox release. All right, so they already released Stalker 2 with performance issues, right? It wasn't a smooth release. It had a lot of performance issues. Now, this next major release for them, Microsoft, Avowed, is kind of like it looks like an Elder Scrolls viewpoint, right? It looks very similar to Elder Scrolls. Really, I saw the video of the combat. I was like, that's Elder Scrolls. What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
But it looked on par with maybe Skyrim, that, modded, maybe, I guess you can say. But there's right now it doesn't look like anything is going to set this apart unless they can do some drastic fixes from here until February. It's not looking good for Microsoft again. Are they going to release another game with performance issues and another not good release? Are they going to do that?
Just go ahead and give it to PlayStation. Just go ahead and send it off. Just go ahead and give it to them.
I mean, I don't know how many more failures they can have, man. And Phil Spencer is still sitting tall up there.
Well, luckily for them, that Microsoft is a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
Yeah, but they got to start holding people accountable, man.
Yeah. Oh no, I get that. But I don't think they're going to. I don't think there's any urgency yet for them.
Yeah. All right, Grant. Let's go into our D&D segment.
Yep.
All right. How can we explain this? All right. So this is Grum's posted out some stuff on Wizard of the Coast talking about like the Wizard of the Coast and Hasbro when they released the new dungeon guide and how all those changes they made. We covered it in the last podcast, but basically what they're doing is they're making D&D very soft.
Yeah.
And way too much roles now. They're adding too many roles that make Dungeon Master have to identify trigger warnings up front and a bunch of other stupid stuff. They made the dwarves cooking pastries in some of the pictures, and it's very like cartoony and just not D&D. No, I guess you could say. So Grum's posted this.
It's basically they've basically turned it from tackle football to two-hand touch.
Yeah. But this one is interesting me because let me go back down. Let me pull a tweet up. Okay, there we go. All right. But anyway, they released something recently, and they actually went back after the Wizards of the Coast and the Hasbro went after Gygax and others, the original D&D creators, and started slandering them. Like the original creators of this, they started to go after. One of the things of note, we'll pull this up real quick. See if we can pull that. Let me zoom out. All right, so this is stupid right here.
Yeah.
All right, so this is an article, and it talks about the rules and stuff like that, and the original D&D created. But they right here they're attacking the community. What they thought the community used to be was just exclusive for white middle class men. It's never been that.
Yeah, so read that. So
it's like they created something out of nothing. Now, did it happen that white middle class men played the game a lot? Oh, yeah. But I remember playing when I was younger, and I played with friends, and there were females present.
Yeah.
I mean, they played it too back then. So what are we talking about here?
Which was weird because
it's like they're creating something out of nothing. That's not true.
So I'm going to read it for people who are not watching the stream. It says, note that the rules for fantastic medieval war games campaigns that make it the original D&D were created by and sold to wargaming community that was almost exclusively white middle-class men. The rules compiled here offer little, by the way, of roles.
It's just nonsense, dude.
Yeah.
It's nonsense. All right, let me go back.
But what if you're like a lower class white?
What's that?
What if you're a lower class white? Where do they stand?
Yeah.
I heard he got a lot. So apparently he like became like a Christian. That guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is he still alive? I don't know if he's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
But like he got like blackballed for that.
Well, the issue also is that they don't refer to him at all, like the credit and everything like that. Like it's like they are trying to forget him, like the current Wizards of the Coast team.
So does he not have any like stake in it anymore? Like is he sold all rights?
So,
oh, okay. So it's kind of like Steve was it Steve Wozniak from Apple?
Yeah, but here we're about to hit one of the trifectas here.
Oh God!
All right, so this article explains. Again, it's attacking the older gamers, the original creator, and about like why it was bad back then. But anyway, so in the 1970s, historical war gamers in America were predominantly white middle class men. I mean, here we go. They love fucking race, dude.
I know.
They love bringing up race.
Well, I mean, but that's not true, because what if they were poor?
It isn't surprising that they would dub a class of soldiers the fighting man. Oh no. But when in the pages of the Greyhawk, the description of the Queen of Chaotic Dragon includes a dig at women's lib.
God,
The misogyny.
I want to see who. I want to see a picture of who wrote this.
Choice. What?
I want to see a picture of who wrote this.
You know exactly what they look like.
I know.
Misogyny. So stupid. It's an unfortunate fact that women seldom appear in original D&D, and when they do, they're usually portrayed disrespectfully. Slavery appears in the original D&D, not a human tragedy that devastated generations over centuries. Okay, so what they're talking about here when it comes to slavery, Grant, okay, there's campaigns in D&D that you actually go kill slavers.
Yeah.
Or you try to rescue people from slavers.
Yeah.
It teaches a valid kind of point there that you're actually trying to save people from slavery.
Yeah.
It's not portraying slavery as good. It never has, because slavery by default, as everyone knows, is bad. You don't have to tell anyone that.
Yeah.
But they're trying to pretend here in this article and hitting the original creators and people that used to play the game or still play it, but they're older. They're trying to hit them like slavery was a, I guess, good thing in D&D, or it was portrayed as good. It was not. It was campaigns you went to save people from slavery. So what are we talking about here? This is why this article is just a fucking it's a piece of it's trash.
Yeah, it's garbage. I mean,
cultural appropriation.
They didn't like the women who are dressed up as clerics with big tits.
Yeah. So anyway, let me blow this up again.
I'd like to take some feminists down the book aisle and let them show them all the old Fabio books.
Listen, this game was majority of men played this game when it first came out, and it has always been a majority of men.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they want to add sexy women in a majority male game,
well, here's the thing.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Here's the thing. Like, this is like one of those things, like, you can't make people play this game. So just because they happen to be white, that's not nobody's fault. You know what I mean? Like, you can't make other races play this game.
That's true. Okay. We already kind of covered this, but the article continues to slam the creators and the early books and everything like that. Grums also goes into there you go right there. So lying about slavery, like D&D promoted it. Slavery was sometimes, again, a campaign choice to go rescue people and or kill slavers. So, I mean, I don't know what they're trying to prove in that article besides just lie their asses off.
It's garbage.
Misogynistic. Man. I mean, that's just I'm kind of tired of that word, honestly.
Everything's
misogynist, you know.
So here's a newer thing that's also, so now, they all call us Nazis. That's losing its meaning. And now we're building concentration camps. The thing about this is saying stuff like that. I know this is getting a little off subject, but saying things like that is really disrespectful for people who really had to deal with Nazis in concentration camps. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, this is disrespectful actual slavery because it's not promoting slavery in this fantasy world. It's not promoting it. It's identifying it as bad.
Yeah.
Even the old versions, it identifies the slavery as bad. But this article is such a fucking shit show of lies and turning truths around. But you can check out Grums' post. He has a whole thread on it, kind of blasting it on X. And he brings up a lot of good points. Yeah, and like this one is interesting. Let's pull this up. The final big lie in D&D Anniversary Forward is that the deities and the demigods were culturally appropriating. And the players were expected to kill these gods in some kind of insensitive and offensive manner. First of all, cultural appropriation is a myth. Thank you. Perpetrated by predominantly white authors on behalf of supposed offended cultures. I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
Usually your white liberal females or your very soy boy white men that want to give reparations and all that shit like that and get on their fucking knees and stuff like that for people. This is who's actually pushing most of this stuff. But Rob explained that these myths and gods were painstakingly researched in an age before the internet, with many trips to the library with great care.
No, you didn't. Nope. You did
Nobody
not.
was killing gods. You were supposed to be champions of different gods. They set this up as a false narrative. You have to include HP and AC for them in case someone brings a battle to the god.
I guarantee you not.
Gods fight each other, and they're always trying to kill each other in myths.
You hear me?
What's that?
I guarantee not one of those people went to a library. A library? Really?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's where you lost. That's where you just lost the argument. None of y'all went to a library. Who goes to a library anymore? Like, seriously.
What's that?
I said, who goes to a library anymore? Like, what kind of books are you going to find in a library that you can't find online now?
Yeah. We got a really nice library next to us.
Nobody cares.
So next is other claims about D&D being against including women are debunked by Rob. And Gary's own comments need to be viewed in the light of the times. It was the 70s, and the media was hyping up feminism, especially radical feminism, hateful towards men. They even had a big network game show at the time called Battle of the Sexes, and everyone had an opinion. While Gary was definitely against radical feminism, he was inclusive as far as D&D and his company was concerned. That's true. Rob explained this thing starts from the niche of niche wargaming. When it's niche, it started with men. Women are not excluded, but they didn't want to play. They excluded themselves. It's true. This game was, again, predominantly male. Okay?
Dude.
And women did not want to play this game at the time.
Dude, women didn't play this game.
How it was.
Women didn't play this game when we were kids.
Yeah, they did not. Very few did. But anyway, the article continues. I don't want to get too caught up in this.
Me and Ed used to be
People
like this.
can just go check out this post. It's a really good breakdown. So go check out Grums' post on his. It's a really good breakdown.
Me and Ed, remember Ed, we'd be like, hey, you want to play D&D? Like, we had to be like real quiet about it.
So this is from one of the original books, Dungeon Guides. All right, so it's time to put a stop to the Marauder. This is for the slave pits of the Undercity. Okay, Characters 4 through 7. It's time to put a stop to the Marauders. For years, the coastal towns have been burned and looted by the forces of evil. Yeah. You and your fellow adventurers have been recruited to root out and destroy the source of these raids. But beware, hundreds of good men and women have been taken by the slavers and have been seen or heard from again, and never have been seen or heard from again. So this is saying slavery is bad, and you're going to rescue people from slavery.
Yeah.
But guess what? In this world, in D&D, slavery does exist. And it's, again, what we saw earlier, good versus evil, okay? Yep. So
it's become a joke at this point.
It is. It's become just like every time one of these people come out and says something, trifecta, whatever. I just can't take them seriously.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like first of all,
what is that?
Like, it's just so exhausting to hear this. Like, it's just like, oh my, like, just when you think you can't bitch about something else, they find something to bitch about. Like, when can you ever just stop bitching about stuff? Like, at what point can you not find anything to bitch about anymore?
Yeah, so Dungeons, I mean, like, I still think people are going to play Dungeons and Dragons how they have been playing. They're not going to pay attention to most of this shit.
Yeah, they're not going to. Man, they're not
but why do something like this? The Wizards of the Coast, they need to be held accountable for this because this is ridiculous. And you're slamming the original creators, and you're being dishonest about it too. Shame on you.
Yeah. Ain't nobody's going to do that stupid hand signal shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no one's going to do that shit.
If I was a dungeon master, I'd kick you out. If you do that, if you get triggered, you're out of the game. But I'm killing you off.
Speaking of triggered,
yeah, they don't like that.
What's that?
They don't like that.
Black Myth Wudong. All right, let me close this.
The dude said Black Myth Dookie Kong. Like, God.
All right. But yeah, man, like this is another IP getting invaded by people that
visitors.
Yeah, tourists, visitors, whatever you want to call them. complaining about nothing and spinning the truth like
It's all right.
majority of them do.
It's all right. You know what's really going to be the tipping point is when it starts making its way into like Pokemon. You know, things that like people really care about.
I heard it is already making it into Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, wait till it gets like big. Wait till it becomes like full blown.
Yeah. But you know, we saw this with Warhammer already with the female custodies. We're seeing it in other IPs now, D&D. You know, they're spinning original games when they're making these remakes or remasters, or just spinning the IP completely new again, making characters like lesbian and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, getting rid of what people fell in love in the first place with them.
Correct.
Because they want to inject their ridiculous propaganda and woke ideologies into something that they know won't sell by itself. So they have to take original popular things.
Correct. They have
and
to attach it to
with
it.
this
They have to
because that's the only way they can get the message. They can't create a game that revolves around what they want to try to deliver because they know it will fail.
Yep.
All right, Grant. That's it, dude.
That's it, man.
That's all the news. That's everything today. All right. You want to talk about anything else? What's our top 10 list next week?
Top 10 list next week for Tuesday. The top 10 most overpowered weapons in a game.
That's a good one. I can think of a few off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, don't say them.
And man, we'll bring back maybe mean tweets next week too.
We'll try to get them worked up.
We got a few, but we just didn't have enough to do a segment today.
You know, I'll get them worked up over the weekend. I got plenty of time.
There you go. Go
I
out.
like to call it kicking over an ant bed. That's basically what I do.
Yeah. All right, Grant. We're done.
All right, guys. Go follow us on YouTube. Go follow us on Twitter. DMG Gaming Podcast. Go follow us.
Plays this weekend, right?
Oh yeah, we do. Are you excited? Not really.
Yeah, I'm not really excited.
I have a feeling we can win this one.
Think so? Yeah. I think
38-31 Missouri. I'm not picking us to win.
You're not?
Nope.
Missouri.
Nope. Because when I get excited,
Missouri's gonna whoop our ass.
Yep. I would like to come back on here.
Good passing game.
I'd like to come back on here and be surprised, but
our secondary is not good enough.
I don't get my feeling. I don't get my.
Yeah.
This is why you can't. This is guys.
Bulldogs.
This is why you can't bully us, and this is why you can't hurt our feelings, because this hurts our feelings more than anything. You know?
What's that?
Mississippi State football. Mississippi State sports in general.
See that poster?
I do. I like that.
Yeah, you like that?
I do like that.
You like that?
Yeah. Move your face out of it, and it looks better.
It's 100% better.
Oh God.
Like that?
Yeah. You know who you look like? You look like the guy from the Mummy. He's in the Mummy. What else? He was in something else. I'm trying to think. I had to put a picture. I had to give you a picture. Who? I'm trying to. What? He was in something else.
Billy Zane?
No.
Well, who are you talking about, Grant?
No, he was
in the Mummy.
I know. He was
okay, well, that's it. That's all I'm gonna give you. He's in the Mummy.
I have to think of what was he? He was in something else. I got a picture. Because he was
playing the Mummy.
I know he was in a small role in the Mummy. I have to think of something. He was in a bigger role.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
I got to think of a movie. No, I know. I could see his face.
You're trying to think of someone that looks ridiculous. Just
no. I mean, kind of ridiculous, but I'm trying to. I'm Tuesday. I'll have it. I promise you, I'll have it. God, man, I hate that I can't think of who it is. I can't think of his face. I mean, I can't think of his name. Sorry.
All right, well, you got one. I'll get one for you.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can go look at like Brad Pitt. You can go look at Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic, and things like that. That's not totally too hard.
No, you just watch What's Eating Gilbert Grape and fucking. That's what you look like.
The mom. Oh, that's good. That was good.
All right. So, come follow us on our socials. We'll have this out on podcast form and Rumble and all that stuff. If you guys have a top 10, give it to us. All right, guys. we are going to go to solid times here soon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Like an actual time, Grant.
Yep.
Every Tuesday and Friday.
Yep. Hey, we've been waiting on you. You're the one that procrastinates.
What?
No, it's my fault. I know.
Like and subscribe, guys, please, to the YouTube. We're going to get it.
That's right.
We got some stuff going forward too. I need to find a game to stream on Rumble this weekend because gaming on Rumble, it's a big deal. I need to find a game. I might play Stalker too.
There you go. There you go.
There we go. I'll play some Stalker 2. All right.
All right, guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll see y'all Tuesday.